Welcome to Sermons on the Side. I'm Brad.
And I'm Richard.
And life can move pretty fast, so we're here to slow down, dig deep, and find the story hidden in everyday moments.
With years spent in ministry, friendship, and navigating real life together, we're all about blending humor, honesty, and faith into conversations that meet you right where you are.
So whether you're brand new or you're back for more, we are so glad you are here.
So relax, listen in, and let's discover meaning together.
In the ordinary, the messy, and everything in between.
Sermons on the Side, finding meaning in the everyday.
We were all there once before.
Yeah.
Vicky, our hearts are with you.
Yes,
and no
yes,
cap,
indeed.
you are a fantastic friend and listener.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
you are fire. Okay.
Wow.
All right. We got
Not mid at all.
No.
Okay, stop me.
right.
Someone, please
All
stop.
right, listen, before we go any further, this has already been a little 6-7 right here. I think we all need a Jet 2 holiday. Oh, somebody stop him.
All of it. You got them all.
That's right. You have just clicked on the last episode of Sermons on the Side in the month of October.
Wow.
The month of October has come,
gone.
and it is gone.
Just like that.
What happened? I mean, I blinked, but I'm not going to lie to you.
Talk to me.
I'm enjoying these crisp fall mornings. They have arrived here in the deep south. And this is the best weather. This is the best sports time of year, weather time of year, friend time of year.
Come on.
Richard, how are you, sir?
Doing great, and for many of the same reasons that you just said, that fall weather finally hit, and we're loving it.
You're also doing great because this is another one of those situations where I'm talking to you pre-vacation.
That's right.
This episode comes out during vacation, and then afterwards we'll get to talk about post-vacation. So anyways,
That is
you're on
correct.
vacation, not right now, but right now as this episode launches. How's vacation, sir?
Outstanding. Now, the last time I answered that question and said love and vacation,
That's right.
I ended up getting a kidney stone while on vacation.
Yeah.
Let's just speak it out into the world. It's not happening this
No,
time.
it's not.
Not going to happen. But seriously, you talk about the cold weather. The first half of my vacation was spent near Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
Yeah. My son, Bryce, and his wife, Scarlett, and their son, our grandbaby named Gray. We spent a nice several days there. And we do that every year in October. And what a better time to go to New England, right?
Oh, man.
The color and the weather.
Yeah.
Crisp.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
So we did, it's been good. I'm speaking that.
Yes.
Great vacation.
No kidney stones.
That is it. But thank you for just mentioning that this is it for October as far as for our episodes. And so we are we've got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
In November and the holiday stuff. Sermons on the Side is going to rock during the holidays, y'all.
It really is. And just real quick, big shout out. Thank you, Kendall, for that incredible conversation last week. If you haven't yet, make sure you go check it out. It's an incredible testimony and just story of faithfulness in her and her family, and Richard and your entire family's life through a very tragic set of circumstances. But man, I'm very grateful for that conversation.
Gosh,
and
that was so good.
We've gotten a lot of great
that.
feedback from it. So
Indeed. Hey, listen, I want to give a quick feedback shout out. Just a couple of weeks ago in our episode, you brought just an outstanding segment where you rattled off those phrases, those hip, cool phrases that are current in culture.
Yeah.
The kids, they're just saying these things, right? And then you ran them by me, and I basically knew half of them.
No, you knew more than half. I was impressed. But just because you know it doesn't mean you need to start including it in your vernacular.
I tried, failed miserably.
Yeah.
So, but listen, we got so much cool feedback from that. Our friends were just working those phrases via text and messages. And listen, I just got to give a shout out to a good friend of Rhonda and I. Her name is Vicki Britton, and she is actually she's Scotty Scott, our mutual friend.
Yeah.
This is Scotty's sister. She
Okay.
comes to our life group, we call it. It's a small group gathering every Thursday night at Scotty and Sandy's house.
Love it.
And we love our small group. Folks, if you're listening, you need to be in a church, and you need to connect with a small group in that church, because it
Amen to
makes
that.
all the difference, right? And we love that it's Thursday night every week. And so our life group, such cool people, and they're always really funny and really good to drop references from the Sermons on the Side episode that dropped that day. So we meet together on the evening of episode drop day. So they were going off about your segment.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they're dropping these things, these
It's
these
fire.
phrases.
It's men.
right.
Oh.
So, but Vicki tells the story that one of her coworkers, who is quite young and hip and knows all these phrases, she was having a conversation with his coworker, and she was helping the coworker fill out some forms. And the coworker asked her a question because she wanted to make sure that she spelled the name of either the company, or she needed to get the spelling correct on a form she was filling out, this young employee.
Okay.
So she says, Miss Vicki, can you help me?
Yeah.
Can you tell me how to spell that? And Vicki gives her the spelling. And she is thankful, and she's like, oh yeah, now I get it. Now I remember how to spell it. And she says the phrase, that is awesome. You're awesome, no cap. She says to Vicki, you're great. You're great.
Thank you, Vicki. No cap. That was
Coworker,
so clutch.
no cap.
Thank you.
But Vicki didn't understand no cap. And so Vicki's response was, no, yeah, it's all lowercase. She thought she was talking about capitalization, right? How good is that?
No cap. That's right. No capitalization. That's right. Wait.
caps.
No, Vicki. Oh, we've been there.
Oh, my
We were all
goodness.
there once before.
Yeah.
Vicki, our hearts are with you.
Yes,
And no
yes,
cap,
indeed.
you are a fantastic friend and listener.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
you are fire. Okay. All right. We got
Not mid at all.
No.
Okay, stop me.
all right.
Someone, please
All
stop
right,
me.
listen, before we go any further, this has already been a little 6-7 right here. I think we all need a Jet 2 holiday. Oh, somebody stop him.
All of it. You got them all. You ran the table just now. This is good stuff. But I think, mercifully, it's time for the Sermon on the Side.
Mercifully is correct. Yes,
Because we
Richard.
got to pull ourselves
We
out
do.
of this
We
nonsense.
got to lock in right here.
All right. Well, our Sermon on the Side is inspired by a movie.
Okay.
Definitely not the first time that's happened
No.
in one of our episodes.
And it will not be the last. So I'm excited about this one.
Indeed. This is how we roll,
That's right.
Well, this is from a movie that's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. And that basically, if you don't know what that basically means superhero comic book inspired movies.
There you go.
And there have been a ton of them in the last 15 years. And this one was called Doctor Strange. All right. Now, this
Good
came
movie.
out, I think it was around 2015 or 16.
Okay.
Something like that. And this was he became a super important character in all the build up to the climactic group of movies in Marvel there before 2020. But anyway, so Doctor Strange, good film. It's a little different though, because it's when they started introducing like a lot of time jumping and a lot of extra alternative dimensions.
Yeah, the multiverse.
The
I think.
multiverse.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
It is. And I hung in there with Marvel for a long time. But this was kind of the beginning of the end for me.
The multiverse?
The multiverse thing. My little brain. My little old man brain. It's tough, bro.
It's a little brain inside a big skull. That hat right there is stretching from thread to thread. A little brain in there.
So anyway, but I really did enjoy Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie. It's the backstory of how his character went from normal everyday guy to kind of this sorcerer supreme of the universe, kind of left to right backstory journey.
It was really cool. But in this, the storyline begins with this character, Stephen Strange, I think was his name.
Right, yep.
And he was a surgeon.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the premier surgeons in the entire world. So his hands are worth billions of dollars because he does the work, and during surgeries and all that. And he has an ego and an attitude to match it.
Yeah.
And he's not a nice guy. And so at some point, oh, by the way, spoilers, sort of, not a little bit of spoilers. It's been out for years. It's your own fault. If you don't know this, don't blame me. Seriously, though, some point early on in the film, he has a car accident.
Yep.
In the car accident, his hands are mangled.
Yep.
They don't get amputated, but there's tendon, all kind of
Nerve
damage.
issues. Yeah, there's all sorts of things.
So he can't do what he does. So his life just is practically over, or that's the way it feels. So he's just desperately trying to figure out is there anybody in the world that could perhaps do some work or help me regain this? He starts hearing about, maybe there are some mysticism kind of cures that might help him, but he can't quite figure it out. And then he finds out about a guy who lives in New York City who had a horrible accident at some point years before, broke his back, was paralyzed, but that this guy is now somehow healed of that broken back and walking around playing basketball in New York City, on the just pick up basketball games. So obviously the guy's okay. So Dr. Strange hunts him down. And they have a conversation. And turns out that this fellow, in the movie, his name is Pangborn. That's his last name. It's I guess it's a weird comic book name. But anyway, this guy had found out about these monks, like somewhere in Tibet or whatever, at the top of a mountain. And he somehow got somebody to take him up there so he could talk to these people and see if there was any way they could help him. And sure enough, they were able to help this guy regain the use of his limbs, and now he can walk again. All right? So that was the key. Somehow these guys, these monks up there, were able to heal this guy, this man. So Dr. Strange certainly interested, and so he's having a conversation. And this takes place, the Sermon on the Side nugget really comes from one conversation between Dr. Strange and this fellow who had been miraculously healed. Now, I want to pause here, and because I realized, and we're going to pause about Dr. Strange talking to the dude that got healed.
Right.
Because I forgot I got to say something.
All right.
Because my daughter and I Carly and I went to see Dr. Strange in the theater together.
Okay.
And we loved it. I'll never forget, on way driving home, I'm telling her about what I'm just about to tell you.
Okay.
The thing that in that movie God used to speak to me, preached a sermon on the side to me. I tell her about it, and she is appreciative of it. But Carly had another one in that really hit her.
Okay.
And she told me, I'll never forget, we're driving back. We lived in Hamilton. We're on 27 driving north, and I can even picture where we were in the car. And she says, well, it's just I remember, or she said when he had the car wreck and his life just broke.
Right.
Not just his hands. His hands didn't just break. His life broke because his hands were his everything. And how she said, as I was watching that scene about his hands being no longer good anymore, I thought of a song. She said, the Lord dropped a song in my head from a band called Red, R-E-D.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's the name of the band. The name of the band is a color. I don't know why. But anyway, it's a cool band. And they have a song called Pieces. And it's about brokenness. It's about coming to God with your brokenness. And in honor of Carly, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of a few lyrics here.
Okay.
And it's so you guys look it up. In fact, on the day that this drops, this song will be our Sermons on the Side daily Bible reading song.
Yes, I
It's going
love
to
it.
happen. But just a few of the lyrics. I'm here again, 1,000 miles away from you, a broken mess, scattered pieces of who I am. I tried so hard, thought I could do this on my own, but I've lost so much along the way. And then the chorus says, then I see your face. I know I'm finally yours. I find everything I thought I'd lost before. You call my name. I come to you in pieces so that you can make me whole.
Ooh.
Woohoo, baby.
Ooh, there's some prodigal, not just some, that's a prodigal
that is
story
a
right
prodigal vibe, totally a theme in that. And I just always appreciated how Carly was sensitive in that moment. The Lord showed her when everything breaks. Come to me in pieces.
Yeah, and if I could
I can
just
make you whole.
I
Go,
love that.
go.
And I really feel like even just as you're setting this up, and we haven't even gotten to
Right,
your nugget yet.
Yeah.
But I'm identifying a lot with this story right now, even just with Doctor Strange in this moment. Because as you're watching it, and it's easy for us as we're watching this on the screen, it's easy for us to kind of dissect from a third party perspective. But if we internalize it and kind of flip it around on ourselves, Strange is struggling with an identity crisis.
Oh,
He can no longer
Yes.
do something. And so much of who he has become or who he thinks he is rooted in what he does. And so much of the world around us tells us that who we are is directly correlated with what we do, both good and bad.
That is true.
And that's so opposite of what Scripture says. Scripture says who you are is based on what God says. And so this identity crisis that Strange is having, because he can know he's looking at his hands and all these broken pieces, right? This song from Red. And he's having an identity crisis. And so I can see how this is alley-ooping you for an incredible kind of nugget to kind of slam home here.
No, oh boy, that is so good. And I think as we're talking like this, I'm sure these thoughts here are resonating with our listeners.
Yeah.
I know our listeners are going, I have felt that. Maybe you're struggling with it right now.
Yeah.
That identity piece. But what if, and I've had people ask me before, when they lose some part of their life that they thought was their identity, I have friends and family members who sometimes say, well, I don't know who I am now. And my answer is always, well, you're going to find out.
That's right.
Because that's what God is up to. He is up to bringing that truth to you and shining the light. So,
What did that song say? When he called me home. When the father saw that the son was still a long way off, he ran to him,
yes,
felt compassion, embraced him, kissed him, welcomed him back home. That's what the father wants to do. The father wants to just declare your identity over you. We just have to allow him in. So this moment that Strange is in, that maybe some of us are in a physical way, an emotional way, maybe whatever the situation is. I'm so ready for this.
Come on.
For your nugget, dude. I'm so ready for this.
Well, I appreciate it. Back to Doctor Strange finally finding this guy who had this miraculous healing really at the hand of these mysterious monks up there on top of a mountain somewhere. And so he's picking this guy's brain. He's asking him, what's the deal? What's the deal? And in this scene, the guy explains, I found these guys. They became, one guy became my teacher, and my mind and my spirit just went to another level. And I got my healing. But then the guy goes on to explain that he had the opportunity to stay up on the mountain and be a part of what these monks are doing. And the thing is, here's the comic book weirdness, so guys, bear with me if this is not your kind of movie. The thing is that these guys are not just monks. They're mystical warrior monks.
Right, yeah.
Who do battle against evil in other times and other dimensions.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets weird, but they are true agents of good.
Sure.
Fighting the darkness. And so this guy got healed from a broken back. He's not in a wheelchair anymore. So he had the opportunity to stay and be a part of this thing and become a warrior like them, but he didn't want to. Because really what he was about was just finding somebody that could help him walk again. And so in the conversation with Strange, this fellow says, and I quote, he said, "There were deeper secrets to learn there, but I wasn't about that. And so I chose to settle for my miracle, and I just came back home." And I remember in that moment in the theater, that hit me huge. And it's what I started discussing with Carly on the way home that night. And here, it hit me because how often do I do that? How often is that me? I mean, that's a choice or a question that I'm faced with on the regular. In many times over my entire life, and especially, let's say, the last 16, 17 years, which have been my addiction recovery journey. And I have had this decision to make. Did I engage this process and this new level of relationship with God that my recovery journey has created, really, or has nurtured and grown? Have I engaged this process just so I could get better? Just so I could be okay again? So that in the ways emotionally and maturity-wise and spiritually that I was stunted or maybe even frozen up. And now I'm finding freedom. And I have the decision to make. Is that all I needed? Is that really all it was about? Was me getting better? Or would I stay and engage the opportunity to become a force for good? If I can use the terms or the imagery of this movie.
Like lean into the illustration.
Yeah. How many times did I say, I could go, there were more levels. There was more available. But I just say, I'm good. I'm better than I ever thought it could be. And so I'm okay.
Yeah, because here's a guy who got a miracle. Like that happened.
Yes.
The miracle took place. We're not taking anything away from that. No. But I love that phrase that the way that you presented that is, I just wanted to settle for my miracle and come back home. And I think that there's a lot of us, and I know there's a large part of me that, I want my miracle, and then I want to get out of the limelight. I just want to get out of the news cycle. I just want to, I just want my miracle and go back home.
Yeah,
and I want my miracle.
Oh, sure.
But then I want to go back home. And here's the thing. That movie's not called Random Guy in New York. It's called Doctor Strange. Because although we might be wired that way, I think there's something deeper inside of us that really resonates with Doctor Strange, who decided, yes, I'm going to go get my miracle, but then I'm going to have this really selfless act of giving up myself and become a true agent for good. And so there's something even deeper than this initial reaction to take my miracle and run that we know is true. And what that's coming from is I think it's the Holy Spirit that says that the miracles that God bestows on us are not just for us.
Thank you.
They are for those around us. They're for our family. They're for our friends. They're for our neighbors. They're to show and to showcase the love of God and the faithfulness of His grace in our life. And it doesn't take away from the miracle. You see, the miracle that this random guy in New York had is the same quote unquote miracle that Dr. Strange had.
Yes,
they were both
miraculously
healed. But it's what they chose to do afterwards that changes the course. In this illustration of humanity, Strange goes on to save the world, blah, 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 blah. This guy got saved by Dr. Strange. And so how many people out there, and I don't mean to sound dramatic.
No, come on, man.
How many people out there could be saved, not by us, but by God's grace and love through our story if we don't take our miracle and go home, if we take our miracle and we go out.
Oh, what? What did you just say? Oh, man, that's so good. And I'm telling you, there was a phrase you said earlier that just, I can't get over. I'm still not over. It was only a minute and a half ago. But it was this, you said it's not just for us.
No. And if that's...
I want to be a not just for me guy.
That's
I
right.
want that.
Yeah. And if I can just candidly encourage you, you are not.
Oh.
You are absolutely a not just for me guy. And that's one of the biggest attributes that I love and admire about you, and one that I want to emulate in my own life. But I understand that question, or that, let me just self-check myself real quick, because, I think anybody listening right now, I don't want to be a selfish, take my miracle and run. But it takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage, and a lot of selflessness to say, all right, I'm going to take my miracle and I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell other people about this miracle, and I'm going to tell other people about the one that conducted the miracle. And
thank you, Lord. I feel you, brother. That is big. Gosh, that's good. And I think of this line later in the movie that one of the head monk, warrior monk, healer dude tells Doctor Strange, referencing this guy, the guy playing basketball in New York City. And he says he had a choice to return to his own life or to serve something greater than himself.
Dude, okay.
And he was afraid to take on the dark forces to protect the world. And he left out of both selfishness and fear. That choice is before us.
It is, bro. It absolutely is.
And I Brad and I are not here saying that we've always gotten straight A's on this kind of test.
No.
But we are declaring to each other and to all our friends who are listening the kind of men we want to be.
Yeah.
And we want to be those men that would be willing, by the power of the Holy Spirit and totally for the glory and fame of God alone, we want to take on dark forces.
Yeah, come on.
And we want to take our stories, broken as they were, and in some ways still are, but watching God do reclamation work in our lives.
Come on.
And not wanting to sit on it and not wanting to just go on our way.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage all of us. It's really a challenge, I think, off of this episode, for our Sermons on the Side listeners, to do what you refer to as a self-check and just say, Lord, is selfishness and fear to any degree causing me to hold back? Is it in any way one or both of those things causing me to just want to take my miracle and go home? Now, what was that phrase you said? We're either going to settle for our miracle and go home,
or we're going to take our miracle and go out.
Whoa! Golly, that's so good. Here's the verse that resonates with me through this conversation as we sort of wind it down here. It's Philippians chapter 2, starting in verse 3. Don't do anything out of selfish ambition.
Yeah, come on.
Don't try to impress others. Be humble. Think of others better than ourselves. Don't look out only for our own interests, but take interest in others as well. Because you must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. Though he was God, he did not think equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born a human being when he appeared in human form. And so let's all take up that challenge.
Yes.
So thank you for going down.
Man, thank you, brother.
Dr. Strange Lane with me. But I think God met us here in this conversation, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That
You got me wanting to go back and watch all of phase 1 with the sermons on the side lens now, just to see if there's any other good nuggets.
Oh, I tell you, one of my mentors in recovery, one of the first recovery meetings I ever went to, we were sitting around in the circle before we started, and somebody had just gone to see a movie. And the mentor said, "Did you pick up any recovery themes in the movie?"
Yeah.
And I just blurted out, "Bro, I pick up those kind of themes in everything I ever see. You know, it's just so always in front of me."
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
And I'm just grateful that the Lord speaks that way.
That's awesome.
But anyway,
well, if
thank
anybody
you, brother.
else finds any other themes in phase 1, let us know. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
there you go. That'd be fun to talk about. That'd
Thanks,
be
man.
some good conversations. And just so you know, Brad, I got us a segment.
All right. There
Are you
you
ready?
go. It was a good transition.
Hey, listen, this segment, I just kind of want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay.
There's a number of things that can take place logistically or little hiccups I can experience around the house that annoy me. Right? But
no
I
surprise here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what we say. Every week I'm complaining about something.
Sorry, this is a safe place. You're welcome here.
Thank
so
you.
are your hot takes.
But I just want you to know that there's not many things that take place around my house that can get me as annoyed as when I cannot find the remote control for the TV. Does anybody relate to me on this?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, partially. Here's the problem. Here's your problem right here. Okay. And the remotes are getting smaller.
They just
Dog,
are.
my
Great point.
Apple TV remote, I think they designed that thing thin,
Wafer
and
thin.
it's like slick. So I mean, it hits something, it's
Bro,
taken
it's
off.
gone.
I think it's got legs on it. I think just. So yeah, no, I'm with you.
Well,
but we've got here's the thing for us. We've got a small house.
Okay.
There's only so many places that the kids can actually hide it. So we've got like 3 spots, and it's like it's either here, here, or here.
That's cool.
So-
that really works. The last one time this happened with my wonderful granddaughter Blakely, and she was using the remote one time when she was watching something at our house, and it was the next day when I looked for the remote and couldn't find it. Man, I'm telling you, bro. When I say I am slinging couch cushions, and I'm like, "There's a game coming on. I can't." I'm just like, I've got to have it.
You were ready to strike Queen Bee's name from her. What's the name? The Great Queen Bee or something?
The Divine Miss B.
The Divine Miss B.
You're
You were
right,
ready to
yeah.
just say the
Bro.
undivine Miss B on the.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
We're calling her mom because Blakely is no longer in the house at this moment.
Oh, see,
We're
you've got the
calling
hide
Kendall.
and run situation.
Yeah, we're on Kendall. Ask Blakely, where was she sitting when she was? I mean, I am dying. And so, I don't know. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better system. My wife has a little place for us to put all the remotes. But if somebody slips up, we're all in trouble. And just no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say you could do like what Airbnbs do and like put a massive thing of Velcro on the backside of these awkward remotes and plaster them on the wall.
Yeah, you have to use a crowbar to get them down off the wall.
Dude, there's so much damage that takes place.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm walking around. Now I'm going into other rooms. Maybe she went into another room.
Yeah, you were down bad, dude.
At one point,
sorry.
I'm standing in front of the refrigerator with the door open thinking, why am I even looking? I'm looking for a remote in the refrigerator.
I've been there,
That's how
done that. I mean, you said that, and I was like, checks out. It's a great spot. It's one of the 3 spots that we check. That bottom layer of the refrigerator.
So
By
good.
eyesight for a 3-year-old. Dude, Sheppy is notorious.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah.
He will
His love language is
abscond.
hide your things. I'm like, dog, where'd the van go? Where'd you just hide the van? Like, where... anyway.
But I tell you, remotes, I don't know if you can relate to this, but there was a time before they started making them real small where it didn't matter. Like every home I ever went to, friends, family, there's at least one remote control where the battery door is gone,
battery
and you got
door.
to tape over it to keep the batteries in place. Did that ever happen to you? Man, that used to happen to us all the time.
We have one at our house.
Right now?
Oh, yes. Right now it's duct taped and like fringed on the edges.
So you're picking it up and you're getting.
I have to press it in for the adhesive to stick for 1 second so I can engage the fan. I feel so attacked.
No.
So attacked.
You're loved here, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You and your wonderful children and all the things they do to remotes. You are loved. Oh, man. So anyway, we can't wait to hear from some of our listeners.
Yeah, who else is out there living
control.
on a duct taped remote life? Or if you've got kids, or if you're just notoriously bad at losing remotes. We see you, we're here with you, and we want to share in our miracle and go out in the world with you.
Circle back.
Circle back. We love a circle back. You guys have the best rest of your last few days in October, or if it took you like several days to listen to this last episode, welcome to November, and we'll see you next Thursday for another episode of Sermons on the Side. Thank you, Richard, for today. This was awesome.
Man, hey, and thank all of y'all for listening. We'll talk to you soon. That is hilarious.
Dude, you started describing it, and
the
I was
look
like,
on your face, I was like, what is he about to
I know you're not describing my remote right now.
duct tape, but no, what other tape is going to hold the battery in? It can't
Not
be
for
just-
that period of time.
Right?
Like that's the one that it like engages the central fan of the living room.
Oh.
And so it's lights, or then it's like fan, and then there's 3 different levels. Oh, dude, it's so janky. Golly.
Oh, hey, have you heard that band Red?
I have heard of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard that song, but I know I've heard. There you go.
Yeah.
That gumdrop.
Vitamin
Cough
C drop.
Vitamin C
Engaged.
drop. Yeah.
Give me a.
We're professionals over here.
Yeah.
It's gross, dude.